Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Ramses, and today we have a special guest, Dea Mahendra.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, so Dea, can we start off with you telling us a little bit about yourself?
All right. So I'm a pro golfer, and I started golf when I was 10, and I took it seriously when I was 14. But I played a lot of sports in between 10 and 14, a lot of like fast sports like basketball, soccer, and all that. And so I took up golf because my parents play, and I get supported a lot from my family. So for golf, so yeah, it's joyful to be able to play with them. So I started there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so can you walk us through your journey from, I guess, playing at a junior level and now you're turning pro?
Yeah, so when I started my first tournament as a junior, I finished third, and so I was like, I think I can do this. So I'll just continue because my parents play anyway. I can play with them too, and then that's junior, and then so I started playing amateur, and I was in the DKI team,
Okay.
and And so it was fun. They had the pawn event and the Sea Games event, and so it was competitive and fun, and we get taken care of well there. So that really motivates me to do better with my golf. And then after that, I want to go play college golf. But in the beginning, I didn't go straight to US. I went to Australia first because my
Okay.
parents thought the US was too far because I'm like their only girl in the family. And
Mm-hmm.
I got there in Australia after first semester. I just feel like I don't have any more motivation. I can't stay here. I want to pursue my golf. So I started looking for golf scholarships in the US.
Yeah. So I believe you went to the University of New Mexico, right?
I
Or
did. But before that, I went to a different university. It's
okay.
called Mahendra University. It's in Greenwood, South Carolina. It's like a small town there.
Uh-huh. So were you a recruited athlete?
Yeah, I was recruited.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
Yeah, I had some scholarships. I mean, not full because I wasn't like the best junior or amateur growing up, but there's still some scholarship. It's it helps my parents, so it's nice.
Yeah, that's good. Um, did you always know that like you wanted to play seriously?
Um, um, yeah. When I graduated high school, my golf became better and better, but probably not enough for my resume for full scholarship. But yes, it got better when I graduated high school, and and then I started doing well in amateur events, and so I think, well, I think I can do this. And my dad really loves golf, and he really like LPGA, watching LPGA, and so he was really motivating me to be one of them in the future, maybe, hopefully. But yeah, don't want to expect too much. It's a very long road together.
Yeah. So in terms of collegiate golf, how did you like prepare for it?
Oh, actually,
And like how'd you get recruited?
I didn't really prepare because
Okay.
I was in Australia, right? And so I felt like I can't live like this. And so I was looking for scholarships in the US, and like started to email the coaches one by one for like
Yeah.
114 schools, I think, and I got 14
Oh,
replies.
oh,
And so so yeah, it started from there, talking to some of the coaches, and but I did poorly in the process. Like I made some mistakes,
mm,
and because I didn't know any better, because in my generation there was not that many golfers who would like above me. I mean, who was older than me that was going to college back then. I was like one of the first generations from Indonesia, I think. So I couldn't really ask people like, "Hey, how do I do this?" And I didn't know about the agencies out there back then, and so I did it by myself. And I made a mistake by declaring money as an amateur, which was such a big mistake. You cannot ever say that.
What do you mean?
Because you know when you try to register in the NCAA,
Mm-hmm.
they ask you, "Have you ever received money as an amateur?" And so I was being honest. Yes, I have, but you should just never do that because it's against the rule. So it got really complicated, the
Mm-hmm.
process, and I had to return some of the money back to a nonprofit organization. So it was a long hassle and process and
Wow. Okay.
a lot of stress, but eventually I got there because my goal was to play on the Division 1, but because of that problem, so I went to Division 2 first and then Division 1. But still, it was a great experience. I really loved it.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice. So you're basically, so if you like said that, you declared that you didn't make any money, would you kind of
Did
would the process have been easier for you to play
Yeah,
D1 straight away?
yeah, it would have been so much easier. I would have gotten cleared by the NCAA a lot faster,
Mm,
and I could have picked like a Division 1 school that offered me a full scholarship, but because I had that problem, I couldn't. The coach was like hesitating, and so eventually
mm.
I went to the Division 2.
I see, I see. So now if I were to look at like your professional career, like what tournaments have you played then after college, I guess, and won?
Oh, so I
Yeah.
spent 3 years in the Cactus Tour. It's like a mini tour in Arizona.
Okay.
And it's a fun tour, and there are a bunch of good players too, such as the girl who won British Open last year. She's based in Arizona, so she plays that tour often. Sofia Popov, the German girl, and also the Swedish girl recently played in Cactus Tour, also Anna Norquist. So Cactus Tour is more like a tour that prepares you for the big events. So I played for 3 years there, as 2 years as an amateur and 1 year as a pro, and I did pretty good actually when I turned pro. I had a lot of top tens, top five, and two top threes. So 2017 was like the highlight of my professional career. And
Mm,
then I moved back here to Indonesia at the end of 2017 to try and play Taiwan Tour and Australian Tour to gain some world ranking because I failed to qualify for the LPGA by 2 strokes on my last.
oh,
So I was like, oh, this is so expensive to live in America, so I'll just come home and try and save some money, and as well as playing professional golf and try to gain some world ranking.
mm-hmm. So do you ever plan on trying to go to the like LPGA again, or
Um, it's so hard, like there are
yeah,
3 steps, like 3 qualifying, and it costs a lot.
wow,
So like stage 1 was 2,500, stage 2 was 4K, stage 3 was 1,500. So it was a lot. That itself outside the expenses for traveling. So I just it's a lot of pressure, to like play really well because I parents already paid a lot of money. Like it has that pressure at
yeah,
the time. And so I'm hoping that maybe one day I can get like an invitation for playing on the LPGA if they ever come here to Indonesia because they were going to come here, but because of COVID, it didn't happen.
wow,
The
it's
travel
unfortunate.
restrictions is still there. Yeah, so yeah, maybe hopefully, you don't know.
Yeah. How have
But
you
I did play
been? Sorry.
but I did play the Ladies European Tour events in
Yeah.
Australia, but I missed the cut. So hopefully one day if I get a chance again, I want to do well. So yeah, that would be my target for now.
I hope for
For
your success.
thanks.
Um, since with COVID and everything, how have you been keeping fit and maintaining your
um,
shape and stuff?
so because before COVID, I was a full-time golfer, so I would go to the gym like 3 times a week.
Hmm.
Now because of COVID, I started working with the family, helping here and there, and also uh, another side job and another side job. So I'm like working 4 jobs now.
Oh,
I was
okay.
a pro golfer. So I only go to the gym like once a week now, but it's okay. I mean, I still maintain my speed by going to the range, shooting balls, and also doing the speed stick quite regularly. So it helps my speed. So I still have my distance out there. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you think after COVID is gone and all the travel restrictions kind of lower, you think you would play professional golf again?
We'll see. I mean, it's tempting, and that's what I should be doing, but we'll see because you don't know when this is gonna be over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And supposedly this year there's a ladies European tour event in India but I don't know if we can travel, but that one is open for Asian tour players, so we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Has anyone been your source of inspiration or motivation all these years playing golf?
My parents, I think, because of their love for me, so it makes me like happy to play golf. I mean, it's more joyful, and I get all the support that I need. So I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, my parents are my inspiration.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think my parents are also my inspiration to do well and stuff.
That's good.
Um,
What's
you
your hand-
know, sorry.
What's your handicap?
Recently I haven't been practicing, so I'm at 15
Okay, that's
around
fine.
there. Yeah.
All right.
Um,
What grade are you? Like ninth, 10th?
I'm 11th grade
Oh,
actually.
you're ninth grade. Okay.
Yeah. Do I look like I'm ninth grade?
I have no idea. Like 16-year-old, I was just
Yeah,
like,
I'm 16. I'm 16.
okay, okay,
Uh, turning 17 this year.
okay, okay. So where do you think you're going for university? Where do you want to go?
I'm not sure yet, actually. Um, no plans. Um, I feel like I need to figure out soon because I'm applying end of this year, actually. So I need to figure out fast.
All right. Yeah, you have like about more than a year now, so you can do it.
Yeah, I hope I can do it too. Um, what are some life lessons that you have learned playing golf, if
Um,
you have any?
Yeah, so golf is about honesty, and also I feel like golf teaches you a lot about details, and because it's a game of inches, like you just miss this much sometimes, and that costs $5,000 or $500,000. I don't know, but it's paying attention to details. Maybe that would be my something that is not my strongest thing for me. Like it could be my weakness, but I still try to do better preparation for my tournaments. But in terms of life, what I learned from golf, a lot like discipline, and then work hard, and then be patient, and then be persistent, and then be precise. Um, all those kind of things.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel like honesty is the biggest one because it's very easy, I feel like, to lie. No?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, there's always people who discount their scores if it like I just encounter like throughout my life like you meet one or two, but yeah, honesty is the biggest thing, one of the biggest ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Uh, did you have to make any sort of sacrifices to get to where you are today?
Um, Summer schools. I sacrificed my summer holidays doing summer schools because I transferred a couple times Australia and two other universities in America. So I was trying to catch up with my studies to graduate on time so I can turn pro. So that was my goal. So I did like a couple of summer schools back then. Yeah.
Okay.
And also like you sacrifice a lot of time like and after school some of my friends would like hang out with their friends. I would go to practice right away, so it's like a very tight schedule.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I guess everyone needs to work hard, right? To get what you want, and like you want to be a professional golfer, so I guess it's understandable that you have to sacrifice a lot of uh
Especially when you're young because it's where the potentials are, but don't forget to rest. It's also as important.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for some juniors looking to get into competitive golf?
My advice would be, well, it's traditional, work hard. There's like no other way, really. You just have to do it. And ask the right questions to the right people. Like if you don't get the answer, then ask somewhere else, look somewhere else. Keep asking what you don't know until you get the answer. Um, if you want to know, then you will get the answer eventually.
Yeah,
So also
yeah.
work on your weaknesses and try to maintain of what you already have or what you're already good at. So,
Okay, yeah. So that's all the time we have for today. I would like to thank Dea for coming onto my channel and giving some insights on what it takes to play golf competitively.
thank you for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, it's fun having you too. Bye.
Bye.